Hello, this time of morning. The mosquitoes are gone to bed. The birds are waking up.
Try not to get in your videos.
Why?
Cause
Because you don't want people to see you in your nightgown?
I need to go out there.
Okay, day 3 on the mystery buyer Texas Rumble knife. Just getting out here, just getting started. I did go ahead and grind the bevels on Encore Rob's dinner skinner. I may get sanded on this a little today. I only have to bring this up to about 600 because he wants it acid etched and stone washed. So I may get to do a little bit of work on this today. But in the meantime, I'm going to watch a little video, do a little sanding. Right now, I'm starting with 220. I got up to 180 yesterday, and looking good, looking good. So now, I'll see if I can get these scratches out with a 220. I thought I would just show a minute or two of me, how I sand. First, you gotta have coffee. Then you gotta have Windex. Oh, crap. I hear rain. It's raining out. Huh. Yep, it's raining. I wrap my paper around my stick. I'm still on 220. And what I'm doing is sanding out the previous sandpaper's grits, scratches, which were going this way. And right up here in the plunge line, I always put this on the edge and get right up there in the plunge line. You might be able to see it a little better with no lights on. All right, now I get a magnifying glass. And I look real close to see if I've missed any of the previous sandpaper's scratches. I have right up in here. And right at the end here. So I'm gonna get another piece of sandpaper. I'm gonna start working in this plunge line here, this plunge line area, about a ½ inch back, and right on the tip here. And then I'll flip it over. I'll do the other side, and then I'll move on up to 320. So about another hour or so, I'll be on 320. Okay, I am done with 220. And now I'm moving. Boy, this is hot from the sanding, just from sanding by hand. Now I'm moving up to 320. And I may be able to heat treat this tomorrow. Today's Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday. And I thought of something else. You remember that knife that I screwed up? Actually, I didn't screw it up. I used some wood that fell apart. Well, I had already gotten to a high polish on that thing, a mirror polish, and it looked pretty good. And I hate to not use it. So what I'm going to do is paracord wrap this. Now that I know how, that's what I'm going to do, paracord wrap it. I don't know if I'll do that today or not. I got to go out to my garage where I keep my chainsaw sharpener. And it's got a 1/8 inch sharpening wheel on it. And I'm going to grind 2 notches, one here and one here. You can actually see the faint outline of the handle that was there. Right about there where my thumbnail is where I'm going to grind a notch. And right about here is where I'm going to grind a notch. And what that does is hold the paracord from moving around. And when you start there and you keep it really tight all the way up to here, and then you wrap it through the handle, it ain't going nowhere. So I'm going to do that. I just don't know when. So it came off the wall of shame, and it will be for sale when I get it done. I have this digital camo paracord. Actually, I have a lot of paracord. I'll see what I got. You know, it's going to go in a leather sheath, not a Kydex sheath. So I'll do something that would match some nice chocolate brown leather dye. All right, back to work on this. I'm fixing to get to work on 320. Okay, there's 320. I'm fixing to move up to 400. And probably get up to 600 today. And I'll go to about 800, and then I'll heat treat this and temper it, and I'll come back to 1600 and then take it up to 1200 and buff it. Still got a lot of work to do. And I probably would be a little further, but my hands got tired, so I called a friend of mine, Rick Wallace down in Florida, and we spoke for a little while. And then no sooner hung up from him than another Wallace called me, Jay Wallace up in Illinois, and we talked for a little while. And I got to poor mouth in. I told him how we couldn't afford food, and I had a refrigerator that was empty, and my dogs needed dog food, and kids needed shoes. So he ordered a knife. I'm kidding about the crying poor, but he did order a knife. That's the only way he'd get off the phone with me is, okay, I'll order a knife. Okay, I gotta go now. That is some really amazing walnut. I can't wait to buff this up and see what it's gonna look like. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do right now? I'm gonna put it on a sander and have a look at it. Oh my God, look at that burl. Well, I can't decide whether it's burl or curl or crotchwood, but my goodness, that is some pretty wood. That is going to make a really nice handle. Yep. Okay. It's going to be a little bit before I get to it. He said he wasn't in a hurry. So I'm going to finish Mystery Buyer's knife. And I have Encore Wrap's knife. I got the bevels ground on it. I have this knife that was previously on the wall of shame because I messed the handle up, but I am going to paracord wrap this. And I'm going to paracord wrap it with red paracord. I'm going to put it in a black sheath with red thread. And it's a mirror polish, and I'll buff it up again before it's all over. I'll put another buff on it. I'm looking forward to that. What do I hear? I hear people that don't sound like women. Huh. Let me go see who's around here. Let's see if there's anybody over in the cow pasture. Nope. I hear male voices. I'm gonna fix and go see where they coming from. Okay, I know where the voices are coming from. No, not my head. Back down the hill and then up the hill. There's oil well, gas well back there. And sometimes there'll be more than one or two people out there and they have to yell over the equipment. So that's what I was hearing. All right. 400. I'm going to sand this up to 400 and it's a day. I'll be back tomorrow, I think. I don't think I have anything planned tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah, I think I can spend all day out here. So I may, more than likely, I will get to the heat treating and tempering part of this. Oh, okay, it's the end of the day. There's 400. Tomorrow, I do 500, 600, 800, heat treat, temper, 6, 8, 1,000, 12, and do I have 1,500? Yes, I do. 1,500, and then buffer, but I won't get all that done tomorrow. I will get to the heat treat and temper part, and while all that's going on, we'll probably wrap this handle of the dinner skinner. Okay. Mystery buyer knife. I think this is part 3. See you tomorrow.